Hello everyone. I welcome you all for MCT Day, India MCT Day 2025. I am Krunal Trivedi. I am a Microsoft certified trainer, MCT, as well as MCT India regional lead. So today we come together to celebrate the passion, dedication, and impact of MCTs from across India and beyond. So this special is not just an event, it is a reflection of our vibrant community, our shared mission to empower learners, and our commitment to drive innovation in technology education. We can say India has always been at the heart of global learning, and the MCT community stands tall as a shining example of knowledge sharing, mentorship, and inspiration. Whether it is in classroom, virtual platform, community events, or enterprise training rooms, MCTs continues to bridge the gap between technology and people. Every year, MCTs enable thousands of learners to achieve their dreams. On this day, we celebrate collaboration, innovation, and impact. We have trainers learning from each other and building lasting connections. We explore how AI, cloud security, and modern technologies are reshaping learning experiences. And we recognize the difference MCTs create every single day in shaping the next generation of IT professionals. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the speakers, Kasam as well as Firoz, organizers, Purple Skill and Span Labs, and participants who made this day possible. So let's celebrate, let's learn, and let's create memories that will keep fueling our journey as MCTs because the future of technology education is brighter when we shine together. I welcome you all for India MCT Day 2025, where learning meets inspiration and trainers become change makers. With this, I would like to invite our first speaker, Kasam Sheikh, on the stage. Hey, hello, Kasam. Kasam, you're on mute probably, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, hello, Krunal. Hello, everyone who have joined.
Yeah. Yes, Kasam. So, would you like to share the stage? Share the presentations?
Yes, sure. Let me share the screen.
Yeah.
So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can see it, Kasam.
Sure. Okay.
Sure, we
Fine.
can see that.
Okay. Is it still the same? Can you anyone
Yes,
confirm what screen you are looking into?
we can see that Microsoft Certified Azure AI Fundamentals screen.
Sorry,
We can see
this one. Acha,
Microsoft.
Microsoft Learn. Okay. Portal. Okay. Fine. Okay. So basically, again, good afternoon, good evening, uh, and good morning. So wherever you are joining from, and as Kunal said, like let me introduce myself. I'm Qasim Sheikh. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer. I'm an MVP in AI from India, and author of few books. So basically, today I am here for a very interesting topic to discuss with you all. I will not take your much time. Definitely, we have many interesting talks lined up, but I wanted to start with mine because this is where all the things starts. This is where the all the motivation starts from, and that is certification. So basically, uh, how to boost your career, why the certification is important, and basically how those uh, as our trend is going on of AI and cloud and all. So how we can go with it. So my topic today is more of about from certification to career, preparing the learners for AI and cloud roles. Okay. Uh, Now, believe me, this is the most frequently asked question to me over the LinkedIn or even in my any of my social channels. Like, I want to start with AI. I want to start with Azure. I want to start with Gen AI and all. And how can I start with? Which course I can do? What are the things I should need to complete to get the things done? And I always suggest them with only one word, that is Microsoft Learn and Microsoft Applied Skills. These are the two things which I always reply them. So to whomever I have replied on LinkedIn and other social channels, they must be knowing that this is the reply I usually tell them and ask them to search on this. So you will basically get all the things. But today I will show you how to search that, how to find as per your roles and all. But before that, uh, you know, uh, let's discuss something before we go into that particular portal. As I've opened the portal itself, I don't want to get you into those slides and all. I do have many slides, but let's wrap up and time invest our more time in this portal live. Okay. Let's start with very, as I said, a very fundamental question, like why do certification matters at first place. Okay, so as you know, and you know in this today's tech-driven world, now certifications are more than just badges. Okay, so it is they are proof of your skills. It's a proof of your commitment. Basically, the readiness of yours to take that challenge, whatever role you are getting into certifications and all. Maybe it could be AI, it could be Azure, it could be about a data scientist, it could be cyber security, and now the another trending one, GitHub Copilots. Okay, so the employers are basically looking for the candidates who can demonstrate the expertise. Okay, especially in the high demand areas. Okay, and it is not about just about completing that certification badge and all, but what how hands on you are with that particular thing, how you have uh, you know uh, applied that particular skill set which you have learned or which you have gone through those learning paths and all. So that is particular now being very much noticed in each and every you can say evaluation or discussion, whatever it happens. I don't call it as an interview, I always call it as a discussion and evaluation. So I have seen the kind of first hand how certification can transform your journey. Okay, I have many examples to share with, but let's go with that role based, which I was talking about. Like when I said AI, when I said data scientist and all. So certifications are merely just a beginning. Okay, the truly succeed, you need to have that role based skillings. So Microsoft role-based certifications. There are many Microsoft role-based certifications like Azure Administrator. There are AI engineers, data scientists, and many are designed. And basically, you need to decide which one aligns to your job roles. Um, Now, choosing the right path is very crucial. Okay, so ask yourself, like, what role do I want? What skills I require to get into? And then Microsoft Learn offers you that tailored learning path for each certifications, and definitely it helps you to build your competencies and employers value. Um, so, for example, let's this is what the Microsoft Learn portal is all about, as you can see in this over the screen. Okay, and as I mentioned, okay, what exactly it helps you out with. So it gives you what all courses it will cover. It gives you what are the objectives and overview of this exam. Okay, it also gives you a practice assessment. This is a very important stuff, very important link which Microsoft gives you. I would recommend, like, when you land up to this page, whatever role or whatever skill sets or whatever exams you land up with, first try to give this. If you're not a beginner, if you're, if you have already worked in your core activities in organization, or if you do have, if you have done something on that particular stuff, just come and take this practice assessment. Okay, it's very simple. It's a kind of multiple choice question. Let me open that. um, okay, yes. So as you can see, there is like it comes with an multiple choice options. And be very much sincere to give this exam. It's not an exam, it's just a practice assessment, but be sincere while choosing the answers. It will give you right, wrong. It can check your answers. It gives the reasons why it is right, why it is wrong, and all. Okay, and just complete. It is only 50 questions, and believe me, it is very much aligned with whatever studies you do, whatever path you complete. Just don't worry if at all everything comes wrong. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. You are coming here to learn, so it's absolutely fine if it goes wrong or something. Just check the answers, check the links, whatever links it is giving to study about that particular question. Then come to this, and you can get the entire guide, the entire sort of learning path here. Once you complete that particular learning path, okay, then again come to this practice assessment and try to give that assessment, and then see after learning or after going through that particular path how the things are. And it will be improvised. And make sure you get at least 80% of it right. So it is very good kind of one of the checklist for the readiness of your for going for the exams. Okay, I will come to it more. I just wanted to show you this now. um, okay, so this was about the role based. Okay, I also said about that like how to target your particular exams or target your particular role based on uh, your roles. Let me go back to this and see. I have kept that. Okay, so once you come to Microsoft Learn, okay, now this is the one of the best uh, portal which I have bookmarked. Okay, not here during the demo, but I have definitely bookmarked in my personal laptop. And now, as you can see, it has given an area where you need to cover up. I will just make this up. Okay, so you can see there are different areas: net.net, ASP.net, Azure, GitHub, Copilot, Power Platform, Security, Studio. So there are many things. Okay, you can just scroll over here. This is basically the which product you are targeting into, and then comes the role. Okay, then comes the role where you need to select. Now you are an engineer, you are an administrator, you want to get into data engineering, you want to get into a developer, DevOps engineering sort of, and accordingly there are many roles listed over here. Just try to select which roles aligns with you or which roles you want to get your skills upgraded. And then comes the level. Maybe it's a beginner level, intermediate level, advanced level. And based on your selections, you will get more subjects. And you will notice that as you're trying to select something. If I select GitHub, this suggestion changes here. Okay, so these are the two uh, skills basically which you can use or which you can upskill based on GitHub Copilot. You must be noticing about the applied skills. Okay, now I will come to that applied skills, but it's very much your main entry point is your Microsoft Learn portal, wherein you can get all into these applied skills and many the paths and all. Okay, so let me select with Azure. Okay, uh, just then, just to uh, go a quick browse, I will go to Azure. I will select, maybe I want to become an AI engineer, Azure AI engineer. Not Let's not select this. It's a kind of intermediate and subject. It's fine. Okay, there are more subjects, machine learning, NLP, and all, but that's fine. But you can see there are few results came up over here. Okay, and those are based on what you can learn, or what we have a ready-made course path and everything, assessment, examinations based for that particular role, to call you as an AI engineer, to call your role to upskill, get your skill set as an AI engineer. Okay, now for um, example, if we go into anyone, maybe it's a kind of dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's go to this. Develop generative AI solutions with Azure OpenAI service. Interesting, right? Um, Here, there are you may be getting the paths and all. The best thing is when I say applied skills. Okay, when you say applied skills, how it differs from the certification aspect. Certification, when you do that AI 900, AC 900, DP 900, you come with you do that proctored examinations. Uh, you give the that multiple choice, multiple options, questions, and all. For the professionals who have given this examinations during that 2015, 2012, 14, a few years back, uh, you must have noticed that during the certification exam there was a kind of hands-on question used to be a part of that particular courses. Wherein you had to, they used to provide you some sandbox, some scenarios, and you had to go and click to solve that particular thing, and that was recorded and everything. But later, I believe from 2019 or 2020, that was not the case, and I don't know how. Maybe they may introduce it, or they may not. I'm not sure about it. But one very interesting thing has been started is something known as applied skills, where you can, if you see this, you will have a 2 hours complete this assessment. So once you go through all that course path and you start the assessment, you get a nice sandbox sort of environment. You have all those things, all the exercise that needs to be followed, and you have 2 hours of time, and you can just follow and do the things, solve that particular questions, and then you will get a certificate of applied skills. Okay, applied skills certificate. So it is not about just about learning the skills, but it is about applying the skills. How you have applied that particular skills in a particular problem statement. How you have applied that particular skill during the real time kind of environment sort of, and that gives really a confidence to even the employers when they see that particular applied skills certified like badges in your CV or resume, whatever you call it as, or the LinkedIn and all, and then they know, okay, uh, that is something, you know uh, like this particular person has actually seen that, or actually have applied or done that particular, used that particular skills. I hope you're getting what I want to say. Sorry if I'm pulling something. um, Actually, the thing is, we, we have so many things to share, and very less time for me to complete, because just one second. देखिए मैं ऑफिस में कॉल जाएंगे लेके जाएंगे साथ 1 minute. कौन सा my 4-year old daughter, so she today is weekend, right? So she's expecting me to be with her. I'm sorry. Okay, so the main thing which I really like about is about this assessment altogether, about this assessment. Okay, I just wanted to show you. We have more. I will take your more 10 minutes, okay, and then I will hand it over to Kunal again. I showed you about this, right? About the practice assessment. So this is the portal for Microsoft Applied Skills. Okay, just Google it, Microsoft Applied, and you will be landed over here. Make sure you log in with your personal credentials. You can even log in with your work credentials if your employer is a partner and all, and then you can attach your work email ID with this. Make sure you use only one email ID, your official, your personal, whatever it is, to try to have all these things so that every certifications, every batches, and all this tracking would be a part of only one particular gate, one particular channel. It's not mandatory, but recommended. So once you land up to this, if you click on this, explore all applied skills. Okay, you will land up to that page which I was showing about browsing the stuff. Okay, now if you just scroll it down, you can see here explore applied skills by role, which we are talking about. So this thing makes your thing more easier. So you are an AI engineer, you are an Azure developer, maybe you are an security engineer, DevOps engineer, whatever it is. You have a list of some roles here. Let's go to this AI engineer. Okay, and when I go here, you get a very nice, descriptive map, like what all things you need to complete, how you need to start, and what all things you need to, get complete to have to master this particular roles. And as I always said, to even when I go to the universities for the talks or any in my organization or when the community talks, and when people ask me about how to start with AI, basically with Azure AI. So this is what I always reply with, that is AI 900. Okay, Azure AI fundamentals. Now this is basically a build with a kind of Azure essence. So you can, if you're new to Azure, you can go with Azure fundamentals first, that is AZ 900, and then you can come to AI 900. So that it will be, you get those jargons, you get those words of what all things, products, and all they are talking about. So once you complete this fundamentals, because it has a very nice coverage of what all things needs to be done. Okay, then it comes to, if you can see, the applied skills about AI vision, about NLPs, and then finally it will come to an Azure AI 102, that is Azure AI Engineer Associate. Okay, now you can click on start now. It will give you a very detailed maybe definition or detailed explanation what all things needs to be done over here. If not, you can also click here just to start with, like I want to do AI 900 first. So just click and it will land up to that page where you can start with AI 900. Okay, you can see the guide here. Okay, if you want to go more into depth into what all things will be covered, what all things, how the exams are, you can definitely have those things over there. um, if you click on this continue course, you will get a nice again see this course syllabus. Okay, so this is the learning part where each and everything chapter wise, topic wise, you will get the things. And the best part is this is free. Okay, you don't have to pay anything for this. Yeah, this is absolutely free. So all the paths has been suggested, what all, how many, how much time it will approximate, it will take, what all modules it will complete, and this is being tracked, this will be tracked. Okay, if you are logged in, this everything will be tracked, and it is good for you. Wherever you are stopped, it will make you continue from there. Here also there are few assessments are there, definitely it's a part of every module. And once you complete this, then you can again come up to here and say, like, if now you are ready for the exams maybe. So once you complete all these parts, now try the practice assessment once. Okay, it's the same. See, AI 900. So again, you can come to this assessment. Again, you can come to this assessment and try it out, like how you have gone through all this stuff. Um, and okay. Okay, and this is about the Microsoft applied skills. Okay, let me come back to this. I'm sorry, but this is all same pages. Don't worry, it's not different links at all. It's all same link. I've just kept it open, for the this session. I don't wanted to search at that time, so I just kept it open. Okay, there are many community events happens. There are many events are announced by Microsoft. Keep an eye on that particular things, wherein you get some offers like that 50% off in the exams, or maybe if you're part, or if your organization is a part of any partners, keep an eye on those things. Many organizations now provides this vouchers and all to complete the examination, so don't miss that particular stuff. Makes yourself, see, this everything is free, so make yourself ready before you appear for an exam. So you are doing, you have selected the role, you came up with the skill, you know which role and skill you need to do, you now get the learning path, you have completed the learning path, you have given the practice assessment, and then at the end you can give the certifications also. So um, this is the one of the poster which you can get in the Microsoft Applied Skills portal, and here you can see it has given like which area you are targeting. It's maybe it's AI, it's cloud AI, it's security. Are you in kind of intermediate stuff? Are you in a beginner kind of thing? So, for example, I want to go with this create an agent. Like it's giving an AI business solution for intermediate. These are the things I can go with. These are new. It is highlighting it. If I click on this, it will land up over the main page, okay, where I can take the assessment. Before taking this assessment, I can go with all, I can prepare for this assessment again, the same learning paths and all. So for this particular, like if I want to go with this exam, or if I want to go with this particular skill set, I just clicked over there, I just landed over here, and it is giving me the entire stuff for prepare for the assessment. I need to go through it. Okay, once I've gone through it, I can start with the assessment. So when I click that take assessment, it will open up that 2 hour stuff, and I will get the applied skills certification from Microsoft. So remember, this is basically the journey when you talk about um which role I need to go with, which skill I need to do, which certification I need to do, which course I need to do. So I answered all the things. You need to start with Microsoft Learn. There are many applied skill modules over there. You need to select the roles, based on your skills, based on your level of that particular, like your beginner, your intermediate, your. So based on that, you need to select it. You get the path. You have the entire applied skill path to go with. You can even so it's all about starting. Okay, it's all about starting. So I will personally recommend you to connect with the your local meetups community. There is Global AI community, MCT India community. There are MVP mentorship circles, so you can connect with them. You can this all things come up with all the new exams, new modules, new course paths, and new products. Everything is being added. You can get the sort of informations about these badges and all. So I think I'm on time. So basically, you can connect with me over the LinkedIn. I have my YouTube channel. You are also on YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel for more informative videos. Um, you can connect with me over LinkedIn. It's at the rate Kasam Sheikh. You can have a search, and definitely, if you have any queries, you can put up into this YouTube channel comments, or you can even send me a DM. Maybe me myself, maybe Kunal, maybe Firoz, and we will be very much happy. Or maybe any other MCTs around you, they will be very happy to help you out. So by this, I would like to end up, and
Hey, Kasam,
my
we have two questions quickly if you can
sorry.
address. We have two questions quickly.
Uh,
The one is like if someone has already cleared, say, AI 900 certification, is it necessary for them to go for applied skill?
sorry.
Is it necessary for them to go for applied skill?
See, it's not necessary or not mandatory as such. What I said when I said applied skill, it is always a kind of check for yourself. Like if you have done certification, see there are many updates coming in. Okay, if you uh, look into particular product or look into some documentation page, you can see how the rate of that particular new features which are coming in, new updates which are coming are very frequent. Okay, it could be I have done my certification last year. Okay, for example, it sometimes the validity is 2 years, sometimes it is 3 years. Okay, it's not necessary that whatever I have prepared during that time will stay uh, s- consistent for that 2 years kind of. So to make yourself more or with updated with the current ideas, applied skill is one of the best things. So I would recommend, if you have gone through the certification, well and good, very good, but I would recommend to go with applied skills also.
Okay. And the
Whatever
last
you have
question,
learned during your certifications, that is something you will apply over there, definitely.
fantastic,
So
Kasam.
that answers the question.
And the last question is like, if I am starting the applied skills and I am in mid of the few tasks and then I just close it, and again, can I resume from that point?
I am not sure about this, but I will definitely come back with this. But I am not sure whether it will come back or not with the same state, because I think it's an assessment sort of thing, right? So it ideally it should not, but I am not sure, so I cannot answer you at this point of time. But I will definitely respond this in the YouTube comment.
Sure, Kasam. So thank you so much for joining us and sharing this knowledge, and I hope it is very useful for all of our learners, our viewers here. And again, I'm thankful to you as well as dear Azure community. So thank you so much. Any upcoming
Thank you.
events for dear Azure?
There are few lined up in October, but
Okay,
we are in the plans October and November. Let's see. There is an MCP Dev Day we are planning out for. So
okay.
I will definitely have a shout out.
Thank you so
But
much.
thank you very much for calling me over here, and it was really nice to share the things which I do share one to one in the LinkedIn DMs. Now it is all together stored somewhere, so I'm happy. I will share
Thank
the
you.
link now.
Thank you so much, Kasim.
Thank you.
Hey, Firoz.
Thank
Hello,
you.
how are you?
Hi, Kunal.
Yes,
How are you
Firoz.
doing?
I'm doing great, Firoz. What about you?
All good, all good. Thank you very much. Good to connect with you once again.
Thank you so much, Firoz. Same here. So, are you all set for session?
Yes, all set. I'm just sharing my screen, and I would appreciate if you can let me know if my screen is visible.
Sure.
Uh, One sec. Yes. So, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see. And I think your camera is off, but yes, we can see your screen. And yeah,
Yes. I'm certainly out, so I would not be able
it's,
to enable the camera for now.
it's totally perfect, Firoz. Yeah. So,
Awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
you are on stage, Firoz. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. So, hello everyone, and welcome to this event where we are discussing about what it takes to be a MCT and how you can become an MCT, how you can get your certifications to be cleared as well. Thanks, Krunal, for lining up this great event. And yes, of course, we had one of our rock star, Kazim, who was speaking about, the ease of steps where it takes you to get the certifications to be clear. Well, that was really insight, and that's really glad to hear from the 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 rock star who holds dear Azure community, having a lot many events happening across Azure, across AI, across Power Platform, and much more speaking about. So the efforts behind this is going to be like Krunal, who took time, who took a lot many tasks to line up this over the backstage. So thanks for him. And last but not the least, thank you so much, everyone, you people who have joined this session, and of course, our the contributors, the sponsors who helped us to make this event to be happening as well. Well, so I'm here, Abdul Rashid Feroz Khan, and I'm the founder and director of Code Sizzler. We are Microsoft partners. We work on data and AI much. We work on developing AI agents. We work on developing Power Apps. We work more with data analytics, having Power Apps, and once again AI agents to be developed with various data sources that we have. And on top of that, we also do cloud migrations and deliver training programs as well. So that's in a quick short context on what we do as such. And I have been recognized as a Microsoft MVP on Azure and have been with this program around 9 years now. And of course, the MCT as well, being with this program once again, 8 years being with the MCT program too. And here is my LinkedIn connect and my email ID. So if at all, if you have like any questions or if you want to get clarified with something, feel free to drop me a message as well. Cool. So I'm going to take the next, let's say, 20 minutes to speak about the MCT mission. I'm going to speak about what Microsoft Learn is and what it offers. Of course, Kazam was speaking about it, but then I'm going to give you more, let's say, insights where you can go, you can find the role-based certifications and how you can get it cleared as well. And at top of that, curating the learning paths and the AI tools that we have for training. We have Copilot, right? And we do have Microsoft Azure, which has a Copilot itself. And now Microsoft has announced something called open book examinations, where you can go. It's not for all certifications, but it's like for intermediate and some advanced kind of certifications, where you can go for an open book test as well. So I'll be discussing those things also with you people, and finally landing up with a Q&A where I can go answer your questions there. Cool. So MCT mission, what it actually takes, to be a MCT here. So what is the true MCT mission? It's easy to think of it as just teaching official Microsoft curriculum, but in reality, it's so much more, right? So our mission is to be with transformative guide to be on. So we don't just impart knowledge. We translate complex technical concepts into relatable, actionable skills. And we are, of course, mentors, we are coaches, and we work more of bridging the gap between the cutting edge technology and the professionals who will use it to solve the real world problems. So our goal is not just to help people pass an exam, it's to empower them to build, innovate, and advance their careers, thereby fueling the global digital transformation. And we are set to be the catalyst for the change here. So three things that we do as MCTs: we are more than trainers, we are mentors, we are guides and catalysts, as I said, for a change. So our mission is to inspire, educate, and enable the learners everywhere. So think about the digital skills gap that exists today. And millions are eager to learn, but need guidance and encouragement. And that's where we come in by sharing our expertise. We help to bridge this gap and create the opportunities for everyone. We have Microsoft Learn that seems to be, a superpower. So we got it as a powerhouse. So now let's talk about our engine, Microsoft Learn. So this is arguably one of the most comprehensive and accessible learning platforms available today. And of course, it's a free of cost one. So it's a powerhouse because it's not just the documentation. It has a sandbox, which is again a free of cost. It offers hands-on interactive learning with help of a sandbox, and you gain points as well there, right? You get your Microsoft Learn. You keep a track of what you have learned and what you're about to set up your learning path as well. And the learners can access modules, paths, full-blown certifications, and most importantly, free Azure Sandbox, which I told you. So this means they can experiment and they can learn in a real environment without the fear of incurring cost or activating a free trial. No, no more those issues. No more worrying about, hey, I need an Azure cloud account to learn about Microsoft Azure, or I need a Copilot account. Right now, Microsoft is coming up with a sandbox to be available for a Copilot as well. And of course, the Power Platform and the other, Fabric, whatever you speak about, we already have the sandbox that's available. So for us as trainers, it's an invaluable reservoir of constantly updating the content that we can leverage to ensure our training is always current and relevant too. And yes, the learning paths. So our strength is personalizing the learning journeys. So with Microsoft Learn, if you're looking to be a MCT, We tailor the modules to fit the needs of different audiences. So last year, I got a chance. I trained IT professionals in cloud technologies using Azure modules, AI, mixing the foundational content with the advanced labs as well. So the result is that it's faster learning, right? It's like you get higher engagement and real world skills as well. So with such a vast library of content, the key skills for an MCT is curation. You would not give a new driver a manual for a Formula One car, right? So similarly, we must tailor the learning journey. This means uh, assessing our audience. So if you are looking to be an MCT, you need to make sense like, are they going to be beginners or they pros or developers or admins, right? And mixing and matching. So pulling specific modules from different learning paths to build a custom curriculum that addresses their exact needs. And of course, setting clear goals using the official certifications as a roadmap, but creating a tailored path that gets the learner there in an effective way. And this curated approach makes learning more efficient, less overwhelming, and directly relevant to the learner's goal as well. Here are said to be the AI tools and training. AI is transforming the education nowadays, and Microsoft Copilot is said to be the one which sets the revolution. And there are like other tools as well, which helps you to automate the assessments, providing instant feedback and personalized learning as well. So imagine using Copilot to generate code samples or Azure AI to analyze the student progress in real time. So these tools will make our sessions more interactive and scalable. And this is where the magic happens today. So AI tools are a complete game changer for training and scalability. So here is how I use them. You go with personalized teaching assistant, right? I use AI copilots to help generate real time, examples, clarifying questions in different ways, and even create quick code snippets during a live session based on student queries there. And then we try doing like content creation and translation. So AI helps me quickly draft the label exercises, summarize the key takeaways from a module, or even translate the concepts into other languages to reach a wider audience then. And we go with demo scenarios. So it's much encouraged to give real time experience to see how the industry works around. And we do offer like 24/7 tutors, so by guiding students to use AI tools responsibly. And they get a personalized tutor that can answer their questions long after the live training session has been ended as well. So this extends our impact far beyond the classroom walls, right? And scalable impact as well. Yes, to drive global skilling, we must think big. Virtual platforms, inclusive content, and community engagements are essential. So you make your content accessible to all and use localization features, add captions, and design materials that welcomes everyone too. So we collaborate with other MCTs, we share the best practices and build, network that supports continuous learning too. And when you combine the structured power of Microsoft Learn with the adaptive capabilities of AI tools, the impact is no longer linear. It becomes exponential and scalable to you. We move from teaching one class at a time to creating a ripple effect. So one well-trained professional can uplift their team, and a trained team can transform a department. And this is how we truly drive global skilling. We are not just building individual capability, we are building ecosystems of talent that can innovate and compete on a global scale there. So on top of this, you get involved, with Microsoft Learn. You explore about, the new AI tools and connect with the NCT community that's available as well. And I will also let you know what it takes, to be a MCT. So give me a quick moment. I'm here to open up few things which I can discuss with you. Uh, yeah. So what it actually takes is that, as I told you, few things that you need to make sense about. Go with learn.microsoft.com, right? This is exactly where we start the journey with. And I can even show you, I can sign in with my account. Say I go with this account. Yeah. And You see, this is where we get landed up. And if at all, if you're looking for any certifications to be taken up, say you want to learn about Azure, so you can click on Azure, and that helps you, about the services that's available. What in case if you're planning for certification? So if at all, if you're looking to become a Microsoft certified trainer, the very basic thing is that you should have been certified, right? You should have been certified with at least like 2 or 3 certifications, of course. And at top of that, you should also go with, the certifications to be handled, the training to be taken by uh, any of a TSP, the training service provider. So you go with, let's say, Microsoft training service provider. We go with this, right? You click on here, training service partners. And here you can find all the list of training service partners who are available. Say, for example, if you're looking for something at India, you click here in India and you can find, all the list of TSPs who are said to be available as such. So that's like one thing that you do. And you of course need the certifications to be clear. So go ahead, get a personalized plan, right? So you can get your uh, career, or you can say what you're looking for. So let me say, tell us your goal. And I can say, I'm looking for an expert to be, I'm looking for an expert to be on Microsoft Azure AI, right? So that's set to be my scope. And I would say next. So you can choose a role here. Say, for example, I'm looking to be an AI engineer with advanced career of 10 plus years. And how much time you can dedicate weekly. Let's say I can spend some 5 to 10 hours, and I'm looking to close this within 3 months of time with a learning plan. And then this AI learning plan gets generated, right? Which tells you like how you can get prepared to be on Azure AI. So the end of the day, it gives you the learning links. You go, you try to become a certified guy, and at top of that, you also need to go take up some eligibility requirements to be cleared. So there's something called ISCP, Instructional Skills Right Certificate Provider, and they provide you course. So you need to undergo the ISCP process. The ISCP will assess your teaching skills through a presentation. So you must be clear with the presentation that you're going to give up with, and they get it validated, right? And you need to submit the application. So once, if they validate, if they provide you an approval, the very first thing is that you should have been certified. Say, for example, at least 2 certifications. And secondly, you should have been certified. You should have given a positive thought from a ISCP. And at top of that, you go with Microsoft. You can ask the MCT folks, or you can ask even at the MCT community where they can recommend you to be a Microsoft certified trainer. And Microsoft reviews like whatever you have done so far, right? And at top of that, if they feel that you're really there to bring up a passionate stuff, then Microsoft makes you to be a MCT. So that's like something where you go, you try once when you're an MCT, you go for, say, I will go here and I can click on my profile. You have a transcript. As you get cleared, you get your transcript to be updated. So we can find it here. It's getting loaded. Yes. Oops. Hold on. Okay, I just need to go to the profile. Yeah, there we go. And I click on transcript here. So this tells you the points, right? What you have learned so far and where you're in med, right? And if you're completing any courses, then they even give you a badge, right? And here I can say I'll go to the transcript. Let's wait for this. This doesn't happen normally, but I'm just wondering why this page takes time. Well, okay, but then I will keep it short. You could go, you have like a transcript that would be available, and in the transcript, it tells you like whatever uh, certifications that we have cleared as well. Yeah, there we go. Can you see this MCT status that seems to be active? And it also gives you a summary of what are the active certifications that we have, what is the number of hours that we have spent on training, training in the sense like you have learned, right? And the learning paths which we have completed, the modules that we have completed. So all those things gets updated over here. So this is the way we get to be a MCT. And of course, you need to get the renewal to be done. So if you take up my batch here, see, this is the certifications, and this MCP, I will show you the MCT. Can you see this MCT history? So it's set to be from 17th April 2019, right? And it's set to be from, so this is my different email, but then it's valid up to 2025. Now, again, by 2025, which comes by December, I need to go, I have to take on with a renewal once again. So that's basically how it works. And when you go for a renewal, they look for your feedback. So you should have taken training programs with a Microsoft TSP, and there's something called metrics that matters that gets involved, and they check for your feedback, how positive your feedback was, and if the feedback is said to be pretty mixed up, in that case, then again it goes down. You need to again travel back from the lane to become an MCT player. So this is altogether how it goes, and I want to wrap up coming back to this learning plan. So here is how the review plan that it gives up. You can say get started, and you try, learning from this learning plan there. So that's like altogether. See, it has been saved with a profile, and it sets to me like what I need to learn then. So this is how you can get certified. You can be a MCT there, right? And it takes more to come up with the certifications to gain tag as well. So I want to stop with this. I have some time, probably like another 5 minutes. I can go ahead. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Any questions for me?
Thank you so much, Firoz.
Kunal? Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing this knowledge, right? And I really like the way you show that TSP's page and that MTM and the MCT renewal and the plan what you have curated, right? It's really useful, and we all know that nowadays or now on forwards, right? These instructional skill class is very important if you want to become an MCT, as well as these TSPs also comes to the picture very often nowadays, right? MTM is one of the most important thing for the to get an MCT as well as for the MCT renewal, right? So yeah, it's wonderful. So thank you so much, Firoz.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much for this opportunity as well, Kunal.
Thanks for joining, India.
All right. Thanks then. Thank you, everyone. It was nice connecting with you people. So with that, I would like to drop off there.
Sure, Firoz. Thank you so much. So yeah. Hello everyone. So now it's me. I'm going to talk about the next generation teaching with the help of AI powered training strategies for MCTs. Again, so I'm Trunal. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, MCT, as well as MCT India community lead. Formerly it was a regional lead. Now it's known as community lead. And I would like to thank all my speakers today, Kasam as well as Firoz, for sharing this wonderful knowledge. At the same time, I would like to thank our today's sponsor, Span Labs, as well as the Purple Skill. And on the screen, you can see two more images, two more logos. One is Copilot and one is Azure AI, Azure OpenAI. So, as an MCT, whether you are a senior MCT or you are just starting your journey, right? This Copilot and Azure OpenAI would be a game changer for you as a trainer, right? And let me tell you, I use both of these tools frequently in my training, right? and to generate the content, to create the plan, right? So I'm going to explain all these things for next 30-35 minutes. So yeah, with this, let's start our journey. As I share my background, I am having 15 plus years of training experience in Microsoft technologies as well as non-Microsoft technologies. I am MCT for last 13 years as well as MCT lead for last 10 years. And this is my 8th year running as an Azure and AI MVP. I have also authored the book on AI 900 exam prep, which is available on Amazon. You can look at the book image, right? I represent Microsoft training as well as MVP communities in various conferences as well as meetups. In my daily life, I provide training and consultancy for various IT MNCs, and this is what you can see the certifications I have cleared so far. You can see my LinkedIn address also. Feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to connect to me. So, if we, at core, we are trainer, we are educators. And if we try to understand the overall evaluation of teaching so far, so we know that all these things started, I mean, the days back in our schools and in our classrooms where we used to write down on uh, chalkboards or with the textbook teaching, right? We have those whiteboards and concept visualization diagrams and all those stuff, right? That time, like, we were at the minimum use of technology. Even few years back, as an MCT, when you go to the classroom, you use Microsoft official course curriculum, mock, right? And you have the demos, you have the notes, you have PowerPoint deck. But again, all these things were static, right? If you go for AI 900 class or say AZ 900 class for 10 different organizations, you were teaching the same content irrespective of the learner's profile. They are here to learn AZ 900. You are going to cover this topic, right? But now, along with our classroom setup of computers, projectors, internet, we have AI with us. And this AI is opening up new possibilities for collaboration as well as engagement. See, we are in the middle of another revolution today. And let me tell you, AI is not just a tool. It is your new partner in the classroom. It helps you to teach smarter. With AI, we can reach more learners. We can adapt to their needs. And we can create this training experience more memorable. Say, why AI matters for MCTs? So answer is very simple here, friends. AI empowers us to be more effective, efficient, and innovative. Imagine automating routine tasks like grading, attendance, or content generation. Imagine you analyze your learners' data to identify their strength and areas for improvement. So you are taking a 5 days MOC class. At the end of day 1 or day 2, you get the learner's data based on the assessment what you have conducted in the classroom for the first 2 days. And based on their assessment result, you want to create some new quiz, ad hoc quiz. You want to give some, say, mind map kind of experience, some interactive experience, so they can perform well in upcoming days. You want to tweak the content, you want to create new examples. Say you are teaching some AI course and you want to teach multimodality in GPT models, and say you want to create some real-time use case. You want to create notes, you want to create presentations, you want to create demos, and then you want to analyze your students' performance also. So all these things we can do with these AI tools. So, it frees us to focus on what matters most, right? We are going to spend our time to create more meaningful content, to generate the content on demand as per your learners' need in the classroom, as per their profile in the classroom. And you know who is going to assist you for all these things? The most important tool I use today in my classroom is Copilot. Yes, Microsoft Copilot. It is everywhere. We have Microsoft Copilot in Word, we have Microsoft Copilot in PowerPoint, in Excel, in Outlook, in Enter M365 family. We have it everywhere. So Copilot is an AI assistant that can help you to generate code samples. It can help you to answer student questions. Even it design quizzes for you, right? Say, during my recent coding workshop, I used Copilot, Microsoft Copilot, to instantly generate solutions for common programming challenges. And this allowed me to spend more time helping students understand the concept rather than writing repetitive code. I can create more realistic code because as a trainer, you know the concept. You are in the classroom, you have your demos, you have your presentations, but now you get a feel that your students, your learners are still not able to grasp you at certain point, and you want to create 2 or 3 or 4 demos quickly, ad hocly, right? So instead of writing that code in the classroom and spending time, what you can do, you can take help of the Copilot. Copilot can also help you create interactive exercises, troubleshoot errors, right? And provide instant feedback. It's like having a co-teacher, right? Or a co-presenter who is sharing stage with you, right? And who is always ready to assist you, right? And by integrating Copilot into your sessions, you can save time, reduce errors, and make learning more engaging. We have one more tool like this, that is Azure OpenAI. I'm sure you all are aware of Azure OpenAI. With the help of Azure OpenAI, we get our OpenAI models like GPT, Codex, DALI, all these OpenAI models to Microsoft Azure platform. So we are accessing these OpenAI models in Azure environment with security, with governance, with compliances. We can easily connect them another to other Azure AI or other Azure services, right? So here we have this Azure OpenAI that we can use for personalization. Because in Azure OpenAI, we have NLP, natural language processing, and generative AI support to create custom learning materials, simulate real world scenarios, and provide instant feedback. So you can use Azure OpenAI to generate personalized quizzes, create case studies based on current industry trend, or simulate conversations with virtual mentors. I tell you, I was taking a class and I was again talking about say multimodality in GPT, and the students are like, can we, okay, we know your presentations, okay, we understand what is multimodality, we understand the concept, we have the slides, everything is fine, but we want to do some quick exercise that gives us the real time prototype development feeling, right? So with the help of Azure OpenAI, what we do here is like, we create one exercise where we get the user form that we host in Azure web application. Then from web application, user upload the image, right, and put the description in the text boxes. And when we submit it, it goes to Azure OpenAI endpoint. Here we do the analysis of that textual content as well as image, right? And we just generate some descriptions and we just send back. And ultimately, it was a case study used in, say, insurance claim. So when your vehicle get an accident, right, you can take that photo of your car and you can just upload that photo on the platform, and you can also put the comment like what went wrong or how what claim you want for, and you can submit it. At the same time, behind the scene, Azure OpenAI will analyze all these things and it will tell you at upfront that your claim would be accepted or not, or what amount of the claim you will get. So all these things, like, we just create quickly in a classroom in just 15 to 20 minutes. And yes, we use Azure OpenAI here, right? Say, I recently worked with a group of learners preparing for Azure certifications, right? And using Azure OpenAI, I created a custom study guides and practice exams that match their skills and learning styles. And the result was we get higher engagement, better retention, and improved exam performance. So personalization is the key to effective teaching, and Azure OpenAI makes it possible at scale. Say, next is enhancing engagement with AI. Say, engagement is also the heartbeat of effective teaching, right? And AI tools can help you run live polls, analyze participation, and adapt your approach in real time. Say, for example, during a recent session, I used AI-powered analytics to track which topics resonated most with my audience. And this allowed me to adjust my delivery, focus on areas of interest, and keep learners motivated throughout the session. We can also use AI to gamify learning, right? We can create interactive challenges, foster collaboration among students. The possibilities are endless, right? Even say in one of my session, what I used to do, I use this Azure OpenAI, and when I was delivering the session, at the same time, we were help of that tool, we were just grasping the noise, grasping my voice, and generating the transcript for it, and that I used to share with the participants immediately, right? So you can just create the live transcript on the fly, and you can enhance your engagement with the AI. Next is very important, which is data-driven teaching strategies. So one of the greatest advantage of AI is its ability to collect and analyze data on learner progress. And with these insights, right, you can identify gaps, adjust your methods, and ensure every student succeeds. For example, we can have AI-powered dashboard and analytics which shows you which students are struggling, which topics need more attention, and which teaching strategies are most effective. And to build this dashboard and all, we can just build it very easily with the help of Azure OpenAI and Azure AI services. I encourage you to use data not just for assessment, right, but for continuous improvement. We can share insights with our learners. Even in the universities and colleges, we can have these AI-powered dashboards that keeps track of each and every assessment, even each and every topic of the assessment, in which topic the user excels and in which topic learner is lagging behind, and they can frequently share it with the learners and they can improvise themselves, right? Even with the help of this AI-powered dashboard, we can celebrate the achievements of our learners within the team, within the classroom, right? And we can motivate them to perform well, right? But I know there are always challenges with AI also. So adopting AI comes with challenges like privacy, ethics, as well as transparency. We also have sometimes technical barriers, right? But it is important to use AI responsibly, protect learner data, and ensure transparency in your methods. I always recommend you to follow the responsible AI based practices, right? Like take the consent if you are utilizing some materials, right? Uh, Anonymizing data, don't share the data of your learners publicly, staying informed about ethical guidelines. Even in the classroom, with the help of our AI tool, we are capturing students' personal information or students' photograph. We should take their consent. That all the things, responsible AI practices, we must follow, right? Let me talk about some real-world success stories. Say, I have seen MCTs transform their teaching with AI, achieving remarkable results. And at the end of each and every class, there would be a feedback for you, right? And your feedback matters, right? So, for example, say one trainer used Copilot to automate code reviews. So at end of the day, he has to conduct the review of the code of each and every learner. He was having around 30 to 31 learner, and they are divided into 5 teams. And understand, like at the end of the day, I have to do the code review for the best practices, design patterns, naming conventions as per the organization standard. And if I'm going to spend 2 minutes per learner, I have to spend 1 hour. But now the MCT has used Copilot. He has given the code review documentation to the Copilot and then ask Copilot to review the given code. And whatever time he frees up, he used that time in discussion and mentorship with learners. So every day for 5 days training, every day he saved 1 hour, and that 1 hour he used for some mentorship and the technical discussion, right? Even I know many trainers, right? MCTs, they are using OpenAI to create virtual labs, and they allow students to practice skill in safe and simulated environment, right? So yes, we can create a virtual lab where students log in, they have some predefined skeleton of the project given, they have the steps given, they can look at the steps and they can perform the labs over there, right? And students get a live environmental production environment experience also, right? So the impact on learner outcome has been significant higher engagement, better retention, and greater satisfaction with the help of Copilot as well as Azure OpenAI. Right now, before we go ahead, let me ask you a question. Like, what AI tools have you used in your training? Copilot, Azure OpenAI, or something else, right? Please respond in the chat window, like which AI tools have you used, right? Also, you can put your questions like what challenges are you facing, what advice do you need? You can share your experience, right? And let's learn from each other, right? So yes, just go to the chat box and put your questions over there, right? And this is a chance to connect with the fellow MCTs and get practical guidance. So I'm giving you a time, yes. Fine. Meanwhile, when we get the questions from the users, let me also talk about future trends in AI-powered training, right? So AI is evolving rapidly and the future is full of exciting possibilities, right? Adaptive learning platforms will use AI to customize content in real time, ensuring every learner gets the support they need. recently, I mean, in the last previous session, right, Firoz has shown you the Microsoft MCT portal and the TSP portal, and they are going to create entire customized learning plan as per your roles and your requirement, right? That is what nothing but the use of AI, right? We can have AI driven assessment, and we can provide instant feedback, helping students track their progress and improve continuously. In the classroom, right, we can use AI, like if, for example, we have the long content, and we can just summarize that content. Students can summarize the condensed handwritten notes, right, into just a summary of 10 or 20 lines, which will help them to remember the key points during the examination, right? That we can do with the help of AI, right? Even today, with the help of AI and this real-time language translation, we can reach global learners, right? Because if I'm speaking in English and I'm having a learner from UAE, he can real-time translate my script, my speech into Arabic language. So AI is amazing, right? We can help students to track their progress. We can help them to improve continuously, right? We can also have virtual reality integration to provide immersive learning experiences, right? So here, like, student can explore complex concepts in a hands-on interactive way. I tell you, last year I was there in United States, and like I was meeting one of my TSP, right, training service provider, and what they have created some virtual reality based application where student will just select the various arena for the learning. They'll customize the look and feel of the classroom, and the students will get an experience that they are good. They are having virtual training, but they'll get an experience. Say they are starting from their home and they're entering to the university, and they are going in the classroom. They are meeting the friends there. They are greeting each other, and then they are sitting on the classroom, and then the faculty come. They get the classroom feel over there, right? And they get the break, and they can go out in the cafeteria. That is what all with the help of virtual reality, right? But it's part of AI. That is what future trends in AI, right? So yes, virtual reality integration is also very powerful, right? To increase the trainers to learners engagement and the performance, right? Now, before we reach at the end of our session, I want to challenge you that are you ready to transform your teaching with AI? Start exploring AI tools. Start experimenting with Copilot and Azure OpenAI. And don't forget to connect with India MCT community. Share your experience, learn from others, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Right? The future of learning is like, embrace it, we can say, help each other, and start with next generation AI tools. Before we go ahead, right, I would like to show you few prompts as a trainer, as an MCT, what I need in my day-to-day training class, and how I can take the advantage of AI, right? So I have prepared a few prompts, and you can also use this prompt. You can customize these prompts, and you can use them in your classroom. So look at these prompts here. The first one is, say I'm going to ask Copilot, say generate a Python function that reads a CSV file and calculate the average of a column. Again, you can totally customize this prompt. You can put your own prompt, your own technology over there. Azure OpenAI create a quiz on Azure fundamentals for beginner level students. So here we are using AI to generate the quiz. Copilot explain the difference between Azure Blob Storage and Azure File Storage in simple terms. So sometimes you are being technical to the students, and students are still not reaching up to the point, and you need to explain them in the novice terminology, but at the same time you want to keep the gist of the context. You can just ask Copilot and it will make it everything very simple for you. Azure OpenAI simulate a troubleshooting scenario for failed virtual machine deployment. And today too we have Copilot in Azure platform also, right? And here, as per this prompt, we get the all fail virtual machine deployment scenarios, right? We can ask Copilot to provide, say, real-world examples of how AI is used in healthcare. Say, sometimes you are teaching a concept, and being a trainer, you go to classroom, and every day you are not going to the industry. Sometimes you don't have the reach of that concept at industrial level, right? So you can ask Copilot to give you the real-time examples of how the particular topic is used in real-world projects, and that way you can give more insight of the topic, clear understanding of the topic to the learners, right? With the help of Azure OpenAI, we can say generate a set of interview questions for the role of Azure administrator. Copilot can create a step-by-step guide for deploying a web app on Azure App Service. So here it will create a step-by-step guide for you. Say you have shown a demo to the student and you want student to do the practice on it. You don't want to spend time on the documentation. You can take the help of Copilot. It will generate this documentation for you, and at the same time, you can utilize your time to having discussion, the technical discussion with the learners. Azure OpenAI summarize the key benefits of using AI in education for a LinkedIn post. You want to write a blog, you want to create technical article, all these things you can do with the help of AI. And again, these are the prompts that I'm giving you. You can feel free to customize the prompts, right? These are the basic prompts that you need as a trainer, as an MCT. We also have some high impact AI prompts for the trainers. Say Azure OpenAI generate a case study on how AI is transforming supply chain management for a Fortune 500 company. See, you are teaching .NET Core, and you are teaching a microservice, right, in .NET Core, and you want to explain how Netflix has implemented microservice based architecture. You want to explain these things to your students, how Ola and Uber are using microservice-based architecture. You want to explain these things to the student, because as an MCT, you also want to go for some real-world examples, right? So that you can do with the help of this AI prompt. So generally what I do every day, like, what topic I am teaching to the student, right? End of the day, with the help of this prompt, I generate some case study and I let my students give the recap of the topic on how they are used on particular technology, right? Say, hey Copilot, create hands-on labs for deploying a secure multi-region architecture on Azure. Azure OpenAI analyze feedback from 500 plus learners and summarize key areas for improvement. End of the day, we can give students assessment to the Copilot, and we can ask it to analyze the learner's weakness and strength, right, and curate the personalized plan, right. Azure OpenAI simulate a boardroom discussion on ethical AI deployment in education. Sometimes when I do the consultation and I have to create a prototype development and I have to present some MVP, minimum viable product, to my customer, I can use these prompts and I can just present it to my customer, right? This prompt is very important. Create a checklist for trainers to ensure diversity and inclusion in every session, right? Say, Azure OpenAI draft a proposal for Microsoft-sponsored community skilling initiative using AI and cloud. As a trainer, as a learner, as in IT industry, we frequently go to LinkedIn, right? We highlight our training deliveries, our learners' outcomes, our achievements, the certifications what we have cleared. We can use this prompt to create the post for the LinkedIn and other social media platforms, right? I also give you some high impact prompts, very high impact prompts. Say you are working as a global hackathon facilitation work and you want to organize a virtual hackathon using Azure OpenAI to generate real-world problem statement, automate team formation based on skills and provide instant feedback on project submission. We can do it with the help of this Copilot prompt. We can use AI to analyze participation data and ensure diversity in training sessions. We can share insights with Microsoft Program Management to demonstrate commitment to inclusive learning environments. We can implement Copilot and Azure OpenAI to generate accessible content like automatic captioning, translation, and adaptive materials for learners with disabilities, right? And yes, with the synthetical speech power of Azure OpenAI, it is, and with Azure AI services, right? This we can do very easily for all of my video material, video content, right? I generate captions, script with the help of this Azure OpenAI and Copilot. We can implement Copilot and Azure OpenAI to generate accessible content. Yeah, that's what we have discussed, right? AI-driven accessibility. So we can partner with local businesses to create AI-powered training modules that address real industry challenges. So for example, I met one of the TSPs, right? They are in the learning industry, education industry, and what they do, they are developing a product. Now with the help of that product, when we complete a module, a particular module, right? And the topics we select that today in this module, I have covered virtual machine, virtual network, network security group. And based on that, it will create one real world problem statement. They will email that problem statement to all of the learners. Learners has to complete those problem statement. And once they submit it, your learners get the feedback. So today I have to cover the entire virtual machine, but say I'm not able to cover entire virtual machine. I am able to cover just few topics of the virtual machine. I am just going to select those topics and we get the new case study based on certain topics only. So here, like, totally dynamic, customized learning and assessment modules are getting created, which simulates the real world use cases, right? And we can deploy AI powered surveys and sentiment analysis after each session. We can use these insights to define training delivery and share improvement metrics with Microsoft Program Management, right? So this is how we can use AI, Azure OpenAI, and Copilot as an MCT in our daily training life, in our daily journey, right? In our daily work. Don't forget to hashtags with India MCT Day, AI Power Teaching. You can see my LinkedIn QR code. Feel free to reach out to me, shoot out the questions. We'll have wonderful discussion over the LinkedIn. Share your thoughts. Yeah, so I'm here to answer if you have any questions. Yeah, all good. So again, I I'm thankful to all of our today's sponsors, as well as Microsoft, as well as this India MCT community. Thank you so much for joining this event and making it successful. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, any doubt, you want to know how to become an MCT, how to get certified, how to get your MCT certification renew, how to use metrics that matter. If you have any questions specific to your MCT renewal transcript, feel free to reach out to me. Yes, again, you can see my email address as well as the LinkedIn URL. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining in. Yeah.